The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is... The number you have...
This is a story time of the worst date that I've ever been on. I'm gonna try to make this quick. Just stick with me. So this was a date with somebody that I already knew. So boom, he picks me up, cool, go to a little eat, wine, dine, take a few shots. He's getting a little bit like, you know those guys who get drunk and like embarrass themselves, like they start saying embarrassing things. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, I want to go home now. So we go home, he's snapping me and like sending it to his group chats. I'm just like, you're really freaking weird. Like, and while I'm about to get out of his car, as my eyes do, they look at his phone, and then I see that he messaged some girl being like, gonna be there in 30 minutes. So I saw it and I was just like, this is what you're doing? That's nice. Have a good time. Bye. He gets out of the car. I go into my apartment now. He follows me, like runs in my apartment, knocks all of the packages off of the shelves, like all the mailboxes. Like, it's not my packages, it's everybody in the building. Knocks them all off and he's like, yeah, you're rushing to go see that nigga that you have. Da-da-da-da. Like, okay. So yeah, at this point I already knew we were never speaking again. But then when he gets to his house, he sends me Snapchats. Keep in mind, he is drunk. He's sending me Snapchat videos like, oh, I'm home alone with my boys, da-da-da-da. This boy accidentally sends me a Snapchat of him laying on, like, his two boys were in the back and then he was laying on the girl's lap doing a balloon. Accidentally sends it to me, flips the camera, and you see the girl's face and feet, and I'm just like, lol, like, this is funny, like, you just sent me a girl. This nigga gaslights me so hard. He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no girl here. And then gets up and makes another Snapchat of him outside in the garden with his friends, like, it's just me and my friends. Like, why would you ever say that? You're just saying that because you have a boy in your house. When I have the video on my phone to this day, but I just feel like, why would I show you? You already knew what you were doing, like, you fucking bozo. And then after, when he woke up and saw that he was blocked, he blew up my phone and sent me 10K, and he was still blocked. So this is your sign, girls. Leave that gaslighter, because nothing is worth your peace.
Story time on the worst first date ever. So this story took place not that long ago. I mean, like a few months ago. I went through a divorce. I decided I wanted to get back on the dating scene, so I get on Facebook dating, trying to find somebody to date. I found this young lady. She was local. We talked a while, you know, we exchanged numbers. Everything's going great. She explained to me that she's only available on the weekends. I told her that worked great for me. Maybe we could go out to dinner sometimes. She agreed, so we said, hey, the following weekend, we're gonna go out. I get up that morning, I go to the barbershop, I go get my car detailed, I go to the mall, get new clothes. I mean, I'm prestige, I'm ready to go on this first date. We decided we were gonna meet up at 6 o'clock at the restaurant, but I realized I had not talked to her since about 11 that morning, so about 4 o'clock I sent her a text. 5 o'clock comes, no response. 5:30 comes, no response. I'm thinking maybe I'm getting stood up. At 5:55, no lie, she says, hey, I'm running behind. Can you meet me at the restaurant at 7 o'clock? Cool. I get to the restaurant at 7 o'clock. I'm sitting in my car. I text her, hey, I'm here. Let me know when you arrive. Okay. 10 minutes later, she's like, I'm here. I'm looking around. I don't see this woman. But I do see a lady with 3 kids and another woman standing in front of the restaurant. I'm like, there's no way this is her. For one, it looked nothing like the lady I've been talking to. I mean, from the head up, yes, but from the neck down, no. This woman was wearing yellow, so I said, hey, are you wearing yellow? She said, yeah, I'm standing out here with my kids. First off, why are you going on a first date with kids? 3 kids at that, when you told me originally you only had 1. I get out the car. I greet her. I'm still trying to be respectful. She's like, hey, I couldn't get a babysitter. She was like, but I hope it's okay. I brought them along. And I brought my best friend with me. What? why couldn't your best friend watch these kids? This doesn't make sense to me. She explained to me that her car had broke down. She did still want to meet up with me. Her best friend said that she would bring her to the date, but her best friend would have to travel so far back and then back again to pick her up that she just said she would stick around, but she would sit at a separate table. At this point, I'm like, all right, let's just get this over with. So we go inside. I'm thinking, well, the kids can sit at the separate table as well, right? No. They sit at the table with us. All right? So now I'm thinking, I'm a gentleman. I'm, of course, paying for your food. But am I supposed to pay for the kids' food as well? Because I didn't know I was taking these kids out. I only thought I was taking you out. Mind you, one of these kids is like 14, 15. All right? Like 14, 15. So I know you're not going to eat off the kids' menu. So, you know, we're ordering food. In my mind, I'm calculating how much this shit is going to cost. All right? So she gets, of course, one of the biggest steaks she can get. The 14 or 15-year-old also gets a steak. But the other kids get like chicken tenders or something like that. Something not that expensive. Mind you, I'm not a cheap guy. It's just the principle of how everything is going. So the food comes, we're eating. I barely can get a word in edgewise because these kids are talking and on their phones and on tablets and all loud. So I'm like, yo, this is just terrible. The youngest, who appeared to be like maybe 5 or 6, says, Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, I don't want to get up right now. You gotta wait. No, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. So she asked me, hey, can I take the kid to the bathroom? You really trust me, a complete stranger, to take your child to the bathroom? At this point, the kid is making a scene, all loud, basically screaming how he has to go pee. So I say, okay, I will take the young man to the bathroom. We walk in the bathroom. The little boy is like, I don't have to pee, I have to do number 2. Okay, you tripping now, man. I did not sign up for all this. He goes in the stall. I stand outside the stall. He's in there, and he's making all kind of noises, straining, like he's having a hard time using the bathroom. I'm like, you good in there? No, it won't come out. It won't come out. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, let's try this another time. No, it won't come out. This happens all the time. At this point, I'm like, I'm finna leave you here. And I'm finna go and get the older brother because he could have took you from the beginning. Why didn't he do this? So this time I go back and I say, hey, can you get your oldest to go in there with him because he's saying he's having a hard time using the bathroom. She snaps me up like, I know you didn't leave my baby in there by herself. I'm like, yeah, I did. She jumps up and the oldest jumps up and they go to the bathroom. At this point, I'm already asking the waitress for the bill. I'm finna end this. When she comes back out, she's acting a little bit more friendlier. She's talking to her friend who sat at the other table and was like, hey, I think we're getting ready to go. So she asks her friend, will she take the kids home? And she spends a little bit of time with me. She's like, hey, can you just take me back later? I'll chill out with you around here for a little bit. I'm already had a terrible experience, but I'm like, yeah, maybe things would be better with no kids around. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Mind you, this could have happened the whole entire time where the friend dropped you off and took the kids home and I took you home later. But maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. So we decide that we're going to go to like a little local bar, get a couple drinks and just talk. So we go to the local bar, we're talking, everything's going pretty good. She pulls out her phone and starts texting. I'm thinking she may be checking on her kids, so I don't even trip. Then she says, I'm getting ready to get a call in a few minutes I gotta take. I was like, okay, not tripping. Phone's ring, it's like a video comes through. It is her baby's father videoing her from jail. The way she's holding the phone, she's trying to make sure I'm not in the video. And it was just actual like casual conversation. It didn't seem like anything out of the way. And he was like, where are you at? And she was like, she said the name of the bar she was at. And he was like, oh, why, who you with? And she was like, I'm just with a friend. He was like, let me see the friend. She's like, no, you don't need to see the friend. He was like, oh, so you're on a date. You're on a date. They start going back and forth in this public place. And I'm like, bro, how could this get any worse? She wraps up the call. She gets off. At this point, she's like, I just want to drink. I just want to drink. I just want to have a good time. So she's getting shots. She's taking shot after shot after shot after shot. I'm like, you might need to slow down. She's like, no, I'm good. Trust me, I'm a heavyweight. For one, I don't like women that drink that much. So all of this is a turn on. At this point, I'm like, all right, come on. Let me get you home. It's getting kind of late. If you don't think it could get worse, it absolutely did. Come back for part 2.
Put a finger down if you finally had a first date horror story. Okay, y'all, so mind you, I've been in a relationship for the last 4 years. I just got out of a relationship maybe a couple months ago. More than a couple before y'all get in the comments doing too much. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, right, I'm at the gym and this guy approaches me and he's like, I think you're really pretty. Can I get your number? And I was like, cool. So we were talking, texting and stuff for a while. We would get on the phone here and there. Nothing was too weird, but we also didn't communicate like every single day. It was more of like a, here and there type of thing. So then he saw me at the gym again and he was like, okay, we've been texting, let's go out to like lunch or something. And I was like, okay, cool. And he came to pick me up or whatever. Red flag. First thing that I know I shouldn't have done. And I left my car where it was at. And so we ride to the restaurant or whatever. It was a Mexican restaurant, nothing crazy. And we sit down to, start, I guess, the date or whatever. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, oh, wow, you change your hairstyles a lot. Your hair must grow really fast because you've dyed it, you've done this, you've done that. And mind you, this is not my real hair. And just for a little bit of context, he was white, so he probably didn't know too much about it. So I didn't think anything of it. I just explained to him, oh yeah, this is not my real hair. And red flag this is really like the first red flag, because him picking me up is not too weird. The first red flag was he reaches across the fucking table and touches my hair. And I know that's weird as fuck, but at the same time, I wasn't too like, oh hell no yet. I was just like, okay, that was weird. So he touches my hair and I'm like, okay. And he was like, really? I can't even tell. And I was like, yeah. And then he like reaches, I had the same hairstyle because this happened yesterday. He like pulls my ponytail and I'm like, the fuck? But I was like, okay, maybe he's just, I don't know. I just kept trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, right? So after that, the conversation is relatively normal. Then the second red flag is he starts showing me gym pictures, like mirror pictures, progress pictures, him flexing, how big his muscles are, his body fat percentage, all kinds of stuff for like 10 minutes straight. Maybe more like 15 to 20, honestly. And I was like, oh my God. I knew at that moment I wasn't going to go back out with him, but also he hadn't necessarily left like a horrible taste in my mouth to make it a horror story. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm just going to, thug it out until I can get back to my car. All right. The next thing happens. After that, he just starts staring at me and he was like, don't be offended by this, but can I tell you something? Mind you, anytime somebody says don't be offended, 9 times out of 10, they're about to say something that's going to offend you. And so he looks me in the eyes and he goes, I'm usually not attracted to black women. Most of them have a very masculine and aggressive vibe, What do you mean by that? Like, I literally just looked at him and I was like, no, I don't know. And he was like, oh, I'm not trying to be offensive. Don't get offensive. He's like, I can already tell that you're taking it the wrong way. And I'm like, you can already tell I'm taking it the wrong way? I'm taking it exactly as you said it. Weird. And so I'm kind of quiet after that because, mind you, he picked me up from my car. So I still need to get back to my car, because I didn't want him to know where I lived. So I kind of like parked somewhere. I know this is crazy. I kind of parked somewhere a little different from where I stay at. So he picked me up from my car and I need to get back to my car in order to make it home. So I'm trying to, kind of keep like a level head about what he's saying or whatever. And so at this point, I guess he can kind of tell that I'm, he's losing me. And then he was like, I don't understand why it's so offensive. I think that that's a compliment. And me personally, I'll never be the type of female who's takes it as a compliment that you don't like other black women or you think other black women are unattractive or masculine or whatever. That's not a compliment to me. That throws me all the way the fuck off. So I was like, yeah, let's just change the subject. And he was like, oh no, I feel like I offended you and da 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 da. And I was like, let's just change the subject. He keeps talking about it. I told him 4 times, let's change the subject. And then he was like, oh, there's the aggression. I wanted to show him some aggression. Oh yes, I did. But 1, I didn't want to go to jail. And 2, I didn't want to give him exactly what he was looking for from me, which was a reaction, I felt like, at that point. So then the conversation is kind of like, it hit like a plateau. Like, I'm not really engaging in the conversation that much because I want it to be over as soon as possible. And he goes, okay, so when we finish eating, mind you, I have not touched my food because he completely disgusted me. And he's like, so when we finish eating, you coming back to my place? And I was like, And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, I have plans. Because, you know, when you're trying to make it back to where you want to go, you can't really just be like, you know, I can't just bluntly be like, hell no, like, you're weird as fuck. So I was like, I don't think so. And he was like, oh, wow. So you just wanted me to pay for your food? And I was like, no, I'll pay for my food if that's an issue. And he was like, I don't let women pay when they're on dates with me. That's the type of guy I am. Yeah, you're a lot of types of guys. But anyway, so he paid or whatever, and I threw the food out on the way out. Like, they gave me a to-go box, and I threw that shit right in the trash because, I wanted you to see me wasting your money because you just really, like, threw me off. And the whole time we're driving back to my car, he's like, are you sure you don't want to come over? How about I just go to my house real quick, and then I'll drop you back off at your house after? And I'm like, no, I have plans. I have to babysit. Like, now I'm just pulling shit out my ass. I'm thinking of every reason why I can't do it. Every single one. And he's like, yeah, okay. He was like, I see what this was about. And I was like, what? But mind you, I'm not engaging because I'm trying to make it back to my car. And he's just like talking shit from there. Like, he's like, yep, I'm not going to date anymore. He's like, I'm not going to try to date any more black girls. Like, this is just not for me. I kind of knew already that the vibe was going to be weird because you got offended over a compliment. And as soon as he parked where my car was, I unleashed on his ass. I was like, you are extremely fucking ignorant when it comes to the topic of race and honestly women in general, because I don't even remember everything I said, but I cussed him clean the fuck out. And I know I said I wasn't trying to feed into the stereotype, but he had me fucking pressed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pressed about the shit he was saying because it was so out of field, like left pocket, like some strange shit. Like, oh my god. Moral of the story, don't go on dates with people you don't know, and don't let them pick you up, because if they do some weird shit, you can't leave. Because had my car been there, I would have been gone. I would have been gone ASAP. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all so y'all can see how traumatizing that date was.
It don't matter. You was on the phone the whole time. You was on the phone the whole day. You was on the phone the whole day. I ain't paying for your food. I ain't paying for your food. You have a friend. I'm not paying for your food. You was on the phone the whole day.
Go get them.
The whole day.
The lady is at the door. Go give her the money. It don't matter. You know I got work to do. Where are you going?
That's how you get these more playing around. Look at this guy.
You done got my whole car.
What up, man?
That's what you get. That's what you did. You should have paid for the food. Now you gotta pay
for that thing, man.
You know what? And it
They had to call the police because the dude wouldn't pay for the food.
What? You sorry, but are you sorry enough to get out the phone? You've been on the phone the whole damn date. The whole date. I spent $300.
She on the phone in the beginning of the date. She on the phone in the middle of the date. She on the phone in the end of the date. She stayed on the phone the whole date.
You sorry, but are you sorry enough to get out the phone? You've been on the phone the whole damn date. The whole date. I spent $350 on this date, and you've been on the phone the whole damn date. The whole date you've been on the phone.
Well, be interested. Why are you yelling at me?
What you mean be interested? Why you at me? Why would I yell at you? You've been on the phone the whole freaking date.
And what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna walk out.
You don't pay my phone bill, so it's not even that big of a deal.
You know what? It ain't gonna pay for this food bill either.
Yes, you are. Where you going?
Story time on how I just had the worst date and literally shortest date ever with this 38-year-old goofy. We literally get to the place, we order drinks and we order food. The vibe was cool. We were literally talking, vibing for about maybe 15 minutes, and then maybe, I want to say after that, a couple minutes after that, somebody from his job called him, and he came back to the table like 2 minutes later, sat down, and he was like, oh, that was work. I got to finish something up on this email. Then he literally was emailing for about 20 minutes. Now, I wasn't tripping the first 10 minutes because it was like, okay, I understand, you know, it's work, handle your business, do what you got to do. it might have just came up. Then it's kind of like, damn, like, you're still emailing? What the fuck are you over there writing? The Bible? Like, I'm so confused. What the fuck is going on? That's so important. Like, let me know something. Do we need to cancel and reschedule? I feel like if he would have just been like, yo, something just came up at work, can we reschedule this, whatever the case may be, I probably would have looked at it a different way and probably would have understood. But for you to just have me sitting there talking to myself and just in my phone, like, that was very rude of you. And not only that, it was inconsiderate as fuck. So as he's on his phone, I get on my phone. So I called my friend, and my friend wasn't in the mood to talk for real. So I asked him, like, bitch, what you got attitude for? And like, I could tell, like, he kind of looked over at me, and I think maybe he thought my tone towards my friend was like coming from him, but it really wasn't. Like, that's just how me and my friends talk to each other, you know. This man literally waits till I get off the phone and he says, you feisty, you too fucking feisty, all that feisty stuff is not necessary. Bitch, first of all, I wasn't even talking to you, so what the fuck are you talking about? Then he goes into asking me questions that he just asked me the night before. He says, oh, what's the name of your wine company, and do you know this other wine company that's in stores? And literally, y'all, when I say we had just talked about this last night. So I'm like, bitch, do you be drunk, high, or is you slow? Like, cause I'm so confused now. So I tell him, I'm like, you don't remember talking about that last night? Y'all, when I tell y'all this man got on defense and that was my key to leave. He said, I be busy. I run businesses. I don't remember everything that happens. I don't remember. Oh yeah, you're tripping. I start putting my gloves and my scarf on, baby. I was getting ready to go. Next thing you know, he calls the waiter or whatever. The waiter ain't even our waiter that he calling. I see our waiter behind us. So I asked him, I'm like, come here, waiter. What the bill? The waiter come over. He like, what's wrong? I'm like, he need the bill. Next thing you know, the waiter man pull out the little thing for him to tap his card or whatever, baby. I was gone before that man could even tap his card, baby. I was out the door walking to my car, and as I'm walking to my car, I was blocking his ass. Cause what the fuck is wrong with you? Bitch, don't you ever in your motherfucking life waste my time like that. Before we even get to wasting time, we gonna avoid all of that, and I'm gonna block your ass now. But ladies, whew, the dating pool has piss in it, and these men are crazy. And it's just like, for you to be 38 and single, I can see why. I can really see why. Something is wrong with you. It's ugh. Yes.
It's wine. It's kind of, you saw me post.
Yeah, you posting all day like you having the time of your life.
I didn't know you saw that.
I just fucking called a bitch in front of me. It was on the phone with her, like just casually, like, wow. I like
it's because I'm gonna take her shopping.
I don't give a fuck about you taking no bitch shopping. I can take my own self shopping.
Okay, baby, you don't gotta stress.
Take me home to my car now.
I will.
Thank you. The fuck? You ain't even no P ass nigga. You thought that was P. That wasn't P.
It's not about P. She calling an answer.
I don't give a fuck. Okay. And that's why I called a nigga in front of you.
No, that's okay with me.
The fuck? You did too much.
Stop putting your camera on me.
No.
Simple as though you want to talk about your nigga.
It's funny.
None of your nigga ain't got money like me. And I can prove that.
How can you prove that, nigga? I talk to niggas that's in the NFL. I can call one right now.
Call any one of your nigga and tell them we're gonna give any homeless guy $50,000.
Well, they give me $50,000. You ain't gave me nothing, so I don't want to hear shit. Stop talking all that big ass shit, cause them niggas gonna spend that shit. The fuck? Oh. Yes, niggas be mad cause like they want you to be mad and be like, why the fuck are you on the phone with that bitch? I'm not your bitch, so I don't give a fuck. Mad, huh? He mad because I'm not mad. Don't laugh about that shit. That nigga was on the phone for over 5 minutes. Like, that bitch, how far away? You can't even get no pussy tonight. You mad because I won't let you get no pussy?
No, I'm a fly over.
I don't give a fuck. What you gonna do?
Call her back and see what she's
Yeah. Now let's do it because I will be so disrespectful. So if that's what you want to do, I'm gonna let her know.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
What's up?
I don't know why he keep calling you like that.
What's up with you?
Exactly. The fuck? You can't even keep it P and really even talk on the phone.
What's up with you?
Why would you do that, bro? I don't want to be on camera.
I ain't showing nobody this for my safety.
I'm not gonna do nothing to you.
Bro, you gotta think about it. For my safety.
I'm not gonna touch you.
So I didn't do nothing to you, right?
I'm not gonna touch you.
So why you crying?
Because I'm not a drinker.
You saying I know that?
And
I
I'm
just
going
met
through
you.
a lot. My daddy just passed away. You doing weird shit.
This for my
I'm
safety.
not gonna touch you. I'm okay. I know everything
that's going on right now. I'm aware of everything.
I'm saying when I take you home and you go in there crying, they gonna be like, what the fuck wrong with you?
No, I'm not. I wanted to spend time with you.
I'm not finna go nowhere with your drunk ass, fool.
I haven't been happy since I've been with my ex, and it was abusive.
I don't know. I haven't abused you.
I'm sorry.
So what, you done got too drunk?
That's what it was.
So tell the camera that so I can cover my ass.
I got too drunk. And
so I didn't touch you. I didn't hurt you.
No, you didn't. Why would I play with you like that?
I'm just making sure, fool. I just met you. I don't know you. And you crying already. Look how you... I just met you 30 minutes ago and look at you.
Because I'm not a drinker. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not. I just started drinking January.
How old are you?
I'm 21. I hate when people take advantage of me, bro.
I'm taking advantage of you?
I'm not saying you taking advantage of me. I've been in my ex, literally, I've been what more you want? I've been in a relationship. I just, like, literally got out.
So, look, I just met this girl, and look at her, fool. I'm just trying to document this shit for my safety.
Okay, post it.
So then, we get close to like...
Please.
No.
Please, let me
No.
Please. Please. Please.
Call the police. You're staying out there.
I'm just having a bad day. Please let me.
I don't think you know what a bad day really is. You're gonna find out.
No, please. Just let me in, please.
No.
I'll leave. Just let me in, please, please.
Leave, you swear?
You're gonna push me off. Just let me leave, please, please.
Are you gonna leave?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes, I'll leave. Just let me in, please, please. Please.
You better leave. Get out.
I'm leaving.
Get out. No. Get back. Go. Out. Get out.
Girl, come with me to experience this bullshit ass day, y'all. I have never in my life went on a terrible day like this in my life. Like, this was complete trash. So as soon as I got in the car, he talked about take a shot of that. I said no thank you. So we waiting for the train, girl. He got out the car, took his phone, and went piss on side of a tree. Like, that was the first red flag off the bag, bitch. So we come inside, we go to the little security, bitch. They check my little purse, they check him as well. And now we just waiting for this little shit show to get started, as you can see. And as you see, girl, I finally seen some of my people about time. Because at first, bitch, I was going to tell him, let's get the fuck up out of here, bitch. I'm not playing no type of games with these fucking people. Bitch, it's Black History Month. I don't see my people. I ain't going for it, okay? So now she just going over the little rules and stuff like that. I open up the refrigerator, girl. It lay down the little hallway, girl. Girl, go down the hallway, bitch. I'm in the motherfucking maze. A motherfucking escape room. It felt like an escape room, girl. When I tell y'all this shit was like super different from me. I've never seen no shit like this. I've seen this shit on movies and, you know, Final Destination, some shit like that. But bitch, ain't never seen this shit in real life. As y'all can see, I see my people, y'all. I see my people on the wall, so I'm fucking with it. Okay, cool. Fast forward, girl. Now we in Bikini Bottom, bitch. I feel like I'm a motherfucking aliens, bitch. Aliens that came capture my ass and they then put me in this room, bitch. They had the sounds going. It was a blast for me. Before the bullshit, y'all, I gotta get into that real quick. So as y'all can see, it's just different rooms and stuff like that. If y'all want to take some fire ass pictures, this is the perfect room for y'all. But Chad, girl, as you can see, every time. Anyway, fast forward again. So now we back in Jellyfish Lane, girl. I don't know what the fuck this was. This gave me, the inside of this gave me the baby boy scene when he was inside the placenta, girl. When I tell y'all this shit looks so weird inside, but it was so cool at the same time. Like, girl, I couldn't do nothing but record. I just had to show y'all this shit, y'all. I just had to show y'all. Look at the inside of it. Wait, is that it? Yes, girl, that's the inside of the little thing I just showed y'all. So, boom, we go inside another room. And this one had little mirrors up and all these glow stuff. And by this time, girl, this is when this boy grabbed my ass, girl. This boy gripped my ass shit. Anyway, they had music in there. They had DJ. They had a bar and stuff like that. And yeah, girl, this boy had gripped my ass. This is when I was ready to go. Like, I don't know what made him just grip my ass like that. And as you can see, he was nowhere to be found. I told him I didn't like that shit. His attitude was shook. Bitch, he leaving me. Bitch, as a man, you should be behind me. Why the fuck is you in front of me? That's how I knew I was going to never hit his ass up ever again. He could never hit me up, bitch. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know his name, to be honest with y'all. But anyway, bye, y'all. And as you can see, he brought me home. Thank you.
So I
came across this video where this girl was talking about dating military men and just how bad it is and how to never date them and all that stuff. I think that's always been like a running thing with military men. Now they do have they certain icks and different stuff they got going on, but you ain't got no story to tell till you dated a cop. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. I feel like cops trump military men when it goes into the category of who not to date. Okay, I probably had the worst experiences of my life dating cops. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all one of the stories. I'm gonna try to make it quick. It ain't gonna be a 50-part series like Risa, Tessa, Tisa, whatever. Okay, let me cut to the chase. So I was dating this cop, right? He was a very like well known in my city. So he was fine and all this kind of stuff, real built, nice body and stuff. So he used to always come in my job, all right? Yeah. I used to be like a server or whatever. But anyway, he used to always come to my job and stuff. He would sit in my section. He was just real cool. And every time he would come in, people were like, oh my God, he here. Oh, he's so fine, okay? He used to wear like this real tight shirt. Used to be heavy built. Just used to always wear like a hat. He would just like quiet and just mysterious. He would just come in, but I can tell it's like he liked the attention, because when he came in, like everybody used to just go wild, like, oh my God, he's so fine, he in the building. Okay, I just wasn't ever built like this, so I was just more so of like, okay, he here, who cares, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's what attracted him to me or what, but it was one day I was on the little POS system, and if y'all ever, you know, been a restaurant, it's just a computer system. So anyway, I was keying in the order. He comes up to me and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine or whatever. He was like, I noticed you didn't speak to me. I was like, what? Or whatever, like, I ain't gotta speak to you. But anyway, y'all, he was just real arrogant. We ended up exchanging numbers, ended up hanging out. Now, everything was all right at first, and this is the true definition that you really don't know who you dealing with, okay? So the man seemed cool. I went out his house a couple of times or whatever. Things was a little weird, little eerie. I don't know. I like went over his house, and one thing that I had noticed, he had like some door. It was like some doors in the hallway. Now this one particular door had a bolt on it, like on the outside, like it had 3 bolts going down. And so I'm kind of like, why is it bolted on the outside? And it had these big locks on it, and I'm thinking like, what the hell going on in that room? So you know, none of my business, okay? So I'm just like, okay. Then I go into his bathroom, okay? Because I had to use the bathroom. Now, the bathroom that was in the house, for one, I'm walking past this creepy door, okay? Because who in now? Dead, okay? So I go to the bathroom. So the bathroom is like set up like I don't want to say, for a lack of words, like a whole bathroom, okay? So it's like a rack in there with all different kind of women's body washes and it's sponges and loofahs. It's bar soap in there, every scent you could think. It's like a store or whatever. So I'm kind of like, what? It's also packages of bonnets in there, like you can get like silk bonnets. And I'm thinking like, okay. It was kind of weird, all right? And I also see there's like racks, like hooks in there with like silk robes in there. And I'm like, what in the world going on up in here? Didn't think that it was very clean. It just looked like it was somewhere you bring people and yeah. So I'm like, okay, didn't say that. Now, I did notice when I went up over there, he constantly was drinking or whatever. You know, he said his drink of choice was like Crown Apple or whatever. So he was just drinking. And so I'm thinking like, oh, okay then or whatever. Now, I never seen this man without a hat on. And let me just say, hatfish is a real thing. All right, because when that man took that hat off, it was horrible. So anyway, let me cut to the chase. Anyway, we talking. Now, things start moving really, really fast with us or whatever. Like a week or so passed by. The man ended up giving me a key to his apartment. He ended up giving me a key to his house. A key to his apartment. And he also ended up giving me a key to his vehicle or whatever. He chose like, I think a Challenger, a Charger or something. So I'm thinking like, okay, this is like, or whatever. One thinking nothing of it. And I slowly started realizing him like spazzing out or whatever. Like it would be like the smallest little things and he would like spaz. Okay, so for instance, he was like, are you hungry one night? I was like, yeah, because we had just left the movies. And so we go to Taco Bell. He was like, a Taco Bell fan? I said, yeah. So we pull up. He was like, what do you want to order? So I told him what I wanted to order. Now I'm telling him, oh, no, something. And the lady on the thing couldn't really hear. So he had to keep repeating himself or whatever. So he went from being nice to like he drastically his mood would just switch off in 2.5 seconds, okay? So while I'm telling him I ordered the speaker,
He just all of a sudden just looked over at me in the passenger seat. He was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this complicated order. Ugh, you just won't eat. And he was doing that. I'm like, what is he talking about? So he ends up like speeding off. We get to like where you can pull out into the street. He didn't stop. He just pulls straight out into the street. People are like honking at us and everything. Like we literally pulled in the front of an 18-wheeler. And this stuff started happening like repeatedly. So I started noticing that. So I started kind of backing up a little bit because I'm like, okay, this man is like losing his mind like it's crazy, okay? Then it was one day I went over his house, right? And because he said he was going to be there after he left the gym. So I go over there. I go to the bathroom or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of trying to see what's in the room. If the room open or not, the room with the bolts on there. And the room with the bolt, I mean, I couldn't open it or nothing. I was just trying to see, could I get in? You know what I'm saying? Being Snoopy nosy. So then I see his room door is open or whatever. So there is a thong hanging on his door. And I'm thinking like, why is it a thong hanging on this man's door? Like, how you gonna give me a key to your house and you got somebody up over here? So now I'm mad, okay? So I get a little closer. So the thong is like straight. And the string of the thong is like, got brown, like it's dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never seen nothing like it before in my life. So I'm like, ew, like what the hell? Who got a dirty? And it was hanging on the door like decoration. So boom, I called him. I'm like, what is going on? The only thing this man said, we'll talk about it when I get there, you know, and just hung up. I'm thinking like, okay, so already weird. So I end up leaving. So once I leave, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with him. I'm not doing this no more, any of that. So it seemed like every time I would be done with him, he would like text and call me from different numbers. He would make like these little Facebook pages and just different ways to get in contact with me, you know? And so it went too far. It started to just go over the edge. Like, okay, Christmas had came and like my mom had got me like this necklace set, okay? And I'm just telling you about some crazy stuff that had happened. I'm finna wrap it up. My mom had gave me like this necklace set. It was a necklace, some earrings and a ring or something. So I went over his house one night. So I go up over there and he's like, you know, I just think it's funny. I was like, what's funny? He was like, I just think it's funny how you come over here with another N-word got you. I'm like, what are you talking about? My mom got me this stuff. He snatches the necklace off, like dang near rips my ear by taking the earrings out of my ear, trying to take the ring off my finger, and like throws me down the stairs. Like literally. So I'm sitting up here trying to get to my vehicle because I don't have time for this, you know? So I'm trying to get to my vehicle while I'm gathering my stuff because he also threw my purse. I'm gathering my stuff. I finally get my stuff or whatever. I get in the car. Once I get in the car, he's like, no, please don't go. Like crying his eyes out. Please don't leave me. Don't go. But things had gotten so much worse, like abuse, just like it was just going over the edge, right? Okay. And it was too many unfortunate events. But every time he would spaz out, he would like give me money. He would buy me things or whatever. Like he would break my phones. Like I swear he bought me, I'm not exaggerating, probably like 10 phones, okay? Because he would break them. Like he would throw them like footballs or whatever, you know, or he would run over them or throw them in the garbage. So this particular night when I was trying to leave to get away from him, he actually like literally took my shoes off my feet. While I was in my car, he was trying to drag me out the vehicle because he didn't want me to go because he knew he was wrong. He took the shoes off my feet, like throw them in the dumpster. Okay, then takes my keys and lunges my keys like literally over this brick wall. And I didn't even know what was over the night. This is in the middle of the night. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So at this point, I'm like literally stranded. And he's crying. He's like, no, I'm sorry. I'll get you another car. I'll get you some phone. I'll get you some shoes. You know, like he used to spaz. Now, the craziest part about it is when I told him, I said, this is the final straw. Like, I'm done. Like, leave me alone. He literally vandalized his home. Okay, like busted up things, wrote on the wall, put lipstick on the door and all that stuff. He was like, who do you think they're going to believe, you or me? I will take this to the police station and you will be locked up. Like literally framed me and was talking about how he was going to unalive me. And he was like, oh, I know where to hide you. Nobody, just all of these, like this like crazy stuff. Look, my time for to be up. All right. But I said that to say this. What was we talking about? Oh yeah. Cops are the ones, not the day. I don't know about the military ones. I've been on their side too. They got their own. But when it comes to cops, they are so crooked and they will literally do things to you and try to frame you and try to use that, oh, well, I'm a cop. Who they gonna believe, you or me? It's just crazy. Have y'all ever dated a cop before? Or was it just me? Okay, because it was horrible.
Like spend money to get to know you, but
Cause you asked me to come here with you to get to know me. So this is your idea, not mine.
I mean, I'm not really tripping. Like, I mean, I got the money. I mean, I can pay for it. I just felt like, you know, we just vibing right now. We just getting to know each other. But I mean, no, it's all good. I mean, I get it. Like y'all female. I mean, y'all women. Like y'all, you know, like that's what y'all be on. Like, you know. So it's all good.
I don't know what you mean. That's what we be on, but because you know you ain't tripping about the money, right? So
no.
So what you tripping about?
I'm trying to figure out why it's gotta be understood that we always, as men, we gotta spend money.
Because it's understood that you had asked me to come here to spend your money.
See, that's what I'm saying. Spend your money. Like that's like what that even mean?
Yeah, because it wasn't my idea. You know what?
So where'd it go?
Oh, that's
somebody got to pay this tab.
He went to the bathroom. He'll be back to pay it. Matter of fact, where is it? The bathroom?
It's in the bag.
Okay, I'll be back.
Y'all, that mofo was crazy, okay? That was the worst motherfucking date I have ever been on. He's somewhere in the bathroom right now. I don't get that. I'm not going back. I'm heading to my car. Look, got hair in my lip. I can't.
Atlanta is the worst place to date. They are not lying. Please believe them when people tell y'all this, because I just had the worst first date experience ever in my life. So I met this girl on a Tuesday night, and we agreed to lunch on a Sunday afternoon. By mid-lunch, I knew I was never going to talk to this girl ever again. And just to provide a little bit more context for y'all, Shorty told me she only been here for like 10 months. She's from New York, and so I don't know if New Yorkers are just like blunt like that, or if Shorty was just being rude as hell. But bro, she was crazy because she was on one from the minute the date started. So before we even get to the spot, I'm on the phone with Shorty and, you know, just checking in and whatnot and trying to flirt a little bit. I might have said something like, you know, let me be your personal photographer or your personal stylist or whatnot. You know, Shorty kind of spazzed on me a little bit. She was like, one thing you're not going to do is tell me what to wear. What you talking about, bro? So I kind of deflected it or whatnot, and she was like, you know, that's one way, that's a fast way to get me not to come on this date. And bro, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, bro. So I deflected it. I'm telling myself we're gonna have a good time on this date or whatnot. So I continue pursuit to the spot, right? So we pull up to the spot finally, right? I ordered me a drink before she got there because she was already running late. I tell her where I'm at, I go get her, walk her back to my spot, having like a little mid-conversation with her. First thing she tells me is, you talk too much. No clue what she's talking about. Don't even know what I said. All right. So mind you, again, just to give you a little bit of context, she said she wanted Caribbean food, so I offered that spot it was like a little food hall in Marietta. And they got like all these different kind of restaurants. I thought they had Caribbean in that restaurant. Turns out it was Mediterranean. Oops, my bad. So I made a mistake, but now Shorty is calling me a liar. She's like, oh, so you're lying? And I'm trying to figure out if she's just playing or if she's being for real. But she got on a straight face, no emojis, okay? No kind of LOL. So she's really making a big deal out of this. So much so that the bartender had to get involved, right? And the bartender was like, well, anybody could have made that mistake. It's the Anian at the end. Like, if you get Caribbean and Mediterranean mixed up, blah, 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 blah. Could have happened to anybody, right? Cool. Now she's going back and forth with the bartender talking about, how can you get it mixed up? They're two different geological locations. I'm like, bro, are you really doing this right now, bro? So she's going back and forth with the bartender. I got my drink. As I'm drinking my drink, she was like, so are you some kind of alcoholic? Again, I have no idea if she's being for real or not. I'm like, just off of one drink? She was like, well, you asked me what kind of drink that I wanted before I got here, or what kind of drinks did I like before I got. I was like, bro, is that not just a regular question? I'm asking you what kind of spot you like and what kind of drinks do you like, because I know spots, I know bartenders, and Like, what is we talking about? So, boom, the waitress, she finally brings us to our seats. I get another drink number 2. She's still over there calling me an alcoholic. She then says I must smoke cigarettes because my lips are black. Then there was like another instance where she got offended over her name because I asked her if she had any nickname and do people call you so-and-so. She was like, don't ever call me that because that doesn't match my complexion and whatnot. So I was like, bro, relax. I'm just asking because I'm the one, I don't usually say names if it's over 3 syllables. I'm sorry, I'm lazy with syllables. So she was like, oh, so you're a lazy man. I don't think you should be telling that to a girl on the first date. Bro, I'm like, I'm looking for Ashton Kutcher at this point, dog, because I know I'm being punked, man. So eventually we get to the part of the conversation where she's telling me about her sexuality. She told me that she's bisexual, which I did not know. She was like, I don't know if I told you or not. So, of course, I asked follow-up questions about, which would you rather date, between a man or a woman. She gets aggravated again, starts spazzing out a little bit. This is why I didn't want to tell you. I don't feel like explaining myself. I think men are just horrible. Men are terrible creatures. I'm like, bro, that's all I had to hear. So Shorty basically been biting and barking all evening, and I'm just trying to figure out like where the energy came from, bro. But this was the last straw for me. Bro, we're having a conversation, and Shorty was like, randomly, she was like, can you not call me that? And I was like, call you what? She was like, don't call me nigga, and I don't appreciate being called nigga, and I don't appreciate how you've been calling women out of their name as far as homegirl, homie, bitches, and niggas. And I'm like, Shorty, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I was like, you know what? If I said anything that offended you, I apologize. But you've been calling me nigga this whole time, so I'm kind of confused by this logic and how it upsets you. So, of course, when I questioned her of her logic, she was like, why are you arguing with me? If a tranny and a non-binary person wants to be called he, she, or them, you're not going to call them something that they don't want to be called, right? Bro, you brought the trans community into this? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What? So then Shorty was like, if you don't want me calling you nigga, then you need to tell me so I can know not to call you nigga. And I'm just like, bro, I think, it's all good, bro. I think all this shit just went over your head. We can skedaddle. You don't even have to worry about me no more. Bro, so we get about that mug, walking to the car. I go home, and bro, the only thing that really kind of pissed me off about that whole fucking date, bro, was I forgot my to-go box. Trying to get out of there in a hurry, trying to speed my ass up out that joint. I forgot my to-go box, bro. I forgot my food. I've been pissed ever since then. I think about that shit, bro. But if you look into a date in Atlanta, do not bring your ass down here, boy, because they ain't got nothing for you. No. So, long story short, somehow, some kind of way, I ended up on a date with a bisexual feminist who hates men, who is problematic, combative, complex, and I kid you not, y'all. I really feel like this girl only came on this date for a free meal, because there's no way you only came to insult me, be rude, and disrespectful. Because I just can't go for that. But, it turns out she did tell me that she was a feminist, so all of it makes sense, because anything that I would have did anyway, just as a male figure, probably would have triggered her. So I'm wishing y'all the best of luck, and I hope y'all got way better luck than I have dating in Atlanta.
I did a background check on a man mid-date. Like, have you ever been on a date where it's just like, I'm not even gonna call that a date, because that wasn't a date, where you're just like, you know what, I need to look you up, because this is just, you played, sir. Like, you very much played, okay? And he wasn't crazy, but he definitely played. So how I met this man is so crazy. So we were Facebook friends for like 4 years. My whole high school, I used to talk to this guy on Facebook, right? Not exclusively, child. But whatever the case, I lived in Jacksonville. He lived in West Palm. I ended up going to school in Miami. So that's just like, I was only like 45 minutes away from him. So once I moved to Miami for school, he ended up coming to see me, and we went on our first date, y'all. The date was terrible. And we never spoke again. Deleted each other on Facebook, deleted each other or unfollowed each other on Instagram, and we never spoke again. Okay, fast forward, I'm 24, I'm back living in Miami, and I'm posting all over my WhatsApp story because I'm talking to Caribbean men, and they use WhatsApp, and he ends up seeing it, right? So he hits me up and he's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were back in Miami. Like, I would have been taking you on a date. Like, let me take you out. We can do Taco Tuesday on Tuesday. It's like a Saturday that he's writing me this. So I'm like, okay, period. Let's take me on a date. And I love a good Taco Tuesday. I love a good margarita. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I don't hear from him. Monday, I don't hear from him. Tuesday, all day, I don't hear from him. And like 2 hours before, he calls me, he FaceTimes me, and he's like, oh, are you getting ready? Like, are you coming? And I'm like, dude, no, I haven't even, you ain't even hit me up. Like, plans was not confirmed, in my opinion. But he's like, oh, no, come. Like, I thought, like, we were all set to go. So against my better judgment, I went. Now, he sent me their little Taco Tuesday flyer. I didn't even look up the restaurant to like see what they had. Like, I normally look up menus. I normally like look up pictures to get vibes. I don't know why. Maybe because it was like last minute. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going. I need to hurry up and get dressed. So he sent me the flyer, and all I looked at was the address. Now, once I pulled up, I realized that this was not, you know, Taco Tuesday Mexican style where we get nice margaritas and we finna sit and eat tacos. This was Taco Tuesday Black people style. Okay, I pull up and I see red and blue flashing lights, strobe lights. I'm like, they're in here partying. I hear a DJ. I can look because they have both doors open. I can see hookah. I'm like, this is not no date. Like, I'm not going on a date right now. So I text him in. I'm like, okay, I'm outside. Where you at? And he's like, oh, come in. And I'm like, come in? Like, why are you not coming to get me and walking me in with you? Like, what's going on? But I'm like, maybe you got a table. Like what's up? Like, I wasn't feeling that. So the restaurant had like 2 doors. I could see into the first door, and it's like the bar, and I see some tables with hookah. And then the back door side, I could see it's like the open like dance floor or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna go through the back door, so I'll see him before he sees me, right? So I walk in and I'm looking around. I'm looking at the tables. It's not that big of a place. I don't see him. So I sit down and I'm getting ready to text him, and then I hear the DJ come over the mic, and I look at the DJ, and he's the DJ. Sir, what? So I'm like, okay, this is not a date. You invited me to Taco Tuesday. You didn't tell me you was the DJ. I'm texting my sister like, girl, guess what? I'm texting my homegirl like, should I just leave? And I go back to the flyer, right? And so on the flyer it says Music By, and then I guess it's his DJ name. But because I knew him pre this, I only knew him by his first name. So he probably sent me that flyer and thought that I knew that he was going to be the DJ because it said Music By his name. But I didn't know that that was his DJ name. I only knew his government name. So then I go look up his Instagram and his Facebook to like, let me see what this dude has got going on, because I like, clearly I don't know him. And I see as a child, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even date men with kids. But he didn't want to date me, he just wanted to smash. And then the baby's like young, and I'm just like, why did I not do my research? Like, what is going on? And I'm just sitting here looking stupid. This man is DJing and I'm sitting at a table by myself. So then I'm like, let me do a background check on him. Like, let me, since I can't sit and get to know him, because I thought I was going on a date to get to know somebody, let me just do the background check myself. And the site that I use for the background checks, y'all, it don't just tell you like if they've been arrested or anything like that. It don't just tell you like where they previously lived. That junk will tell you if, you know, they went to traffic court, if they sued somebody, if their name was in any law court case, family court, child support. It will tell you everything, y'all. So I'm sitting here looking, like, pulling this man's background check, because I'm like, since I can't get to know you, like, you tricked. I was tricked. I was bamboozled. And I'm texting my sister and my homegirl. I'm like, should I just leave? And so I text him, I'm like, I'm going through the background check. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just leave. So I text him. I was like, I'm about to go.
You don't want to add on any calories, do you?
Taking me here.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll get those going and then I'll come back and grab your
Thank
order.
you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so I liked what she had mentioned about the scallops. I thought that sounded really good. You know, I'm a big seafood fan, so I think I'm going to do that.
Let me order for you. I'll surprise you. I know what you want.
I hate surprises. You know this place better than me, so.
Yes, I do. You don't want to.
You don't like red wine? Not good here or something?
Well, you don't want to add on any calories, do you?
No, but I mean, we're on a nice little date, so I think I can ignore it for now.
I'll order you a drink that'll suit what you're looking for.
What the hell am I looking for?
Something with less calories.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, wine does have a lot of sugar. Oh.
I tend to know what women like.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good, because not many guys do.
Well, I'm definitely a cut above the rest.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the...
She's actually going to have what I'm going to have.
What's that?
I'm going to have the...
Either one of you like to add soup or salad tonight?
Yeah, I was going to do the soup, this. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Oh my God. I can't even talk, okay? I can't even order it.
Updates it.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to take care of my bill, because...
I do mind. I will go ahead and take care of it.
No. Listen, I've had an experience like this in the past, and I do not want to repeat, so I will definitely...
Well, that's not me. It will not embarrass me.
Okay, it's not an embarrassment. Like, I can also just cash out
you.
No,
it is. It's very much an embarrassment.
Okay, don't worry about it. Let's just not make a scene. I forgot you like to open the door. Thank you. That's really nice of you. All right, I'm just going to run into the car, if that's okay.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. Okay. I could have gotten in there a lot faster if I just ran.
The gentleman has to get the door.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Well, I really appreciate it. Should I cover my half or?
No, I got you.
You sure? Oh, thank you so much. It was delicious. But I'm going to probably head up because it's late. And I have to get up early in the morning, so.
Well, can I walk you to your room?
I don't know if they allow if you're not staying in the room. It'd just be easier if you. But I appreciate dinner, and I
get it.
No, it's not like that.
I get it.
No, seriously isn't. No, I mean, I don't fuck.
Man pays for dinner.
I don't fuck on the first date, and I feel like you've been kind of like, you've been acting like it this entire time, like.
All right, you just wanted a free meal.
No,
Understood.
no. First off, I
Understood.
have no problem paying for my own bill to avoid something like this.
Well, then go for it. Do it. Fuck it.
Are you serious right now?
Yep, just do it. Pay for your own bill.
You're a fucking asshole. Like, I have no problem.
Guys, get ready with me while I tell you guys about this date from hell. Like, the devil sent this man himself. Okay, so I met this man on Instagram. And before you guys say anything, because I know there's going to be some people like, Anissa, well, you should have known, like, you met him on Instagram. Bitch, your dad is on Instagram looking for the bitches. So I don't want to hear anything, okay? Instagram is a dating app, whether you guys want to believe it or not. It's a dating fucking app. Within the first week of us talking, he was love bombing me, which is like, duh. You know, like, I love a little love bomb. I know y'all be like, oh yeah, it's toxic, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Those 2-week relationships, they fucking hit. I don't give a fuck, they hit. We get to chatting. I already knew that I wasn't going to take this man serious because he was a model that lived in New York. I just moved to LA at the time. I'm looking for the niggas in my city. I'm not looking for no nigga 100 miles away. I'm looking for the steppers in my city. So, one day he hits me up and he's like, hey, and he said like, I'm going to be in LA. I just got booked for something. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, yeah, I'm going to plan a date. I want to take you out. What? I was like, okay, bet. Cool. He gets here. He sends me an address. He's like, pull up on me. Pull up when you get off. I pull up when I get off. Y'all, this man is staying in the gooch of Skid Row. Like between the coochie and the butthole of Skid Row. I'm petrified because I had to park far from the hotel. The hotel had no parking in the middle of the fucking nowhere. Like, nigga, you should have done your fucking research before coming here. The fuck? He comes downstairs to get me. The moment I step foot in this hotel room, y'all, this man is already complaining about everything that's going wrong, right? He's like, I hate the hotel room. It's dirty. It's a co-ed bathroom. So, you know, being the nice bitch that I am, I'm giving him suggestions. I'm like, okay, well, you could stay at this hotel. You could stay at this hotel, blah, blah, blah. Giving him suggestions. And this man goes, I can't change hotels because all my cards are frozen. And I'm like, why would you come on vacation with no working cards? But that's besides the point. Baby, I used to be a bank teller. Don't lie. Don't lie. You can literally go to your bank and you can get cash out. So what the fuck are we talking about here? You making excuses. So I'm giving him every suggestion that I could possibly think of. Then this man gonna open his dirty ass mouth to be like, well, can I stay with you? Absolutely the fuck not. In every language you could possibly think of. I'm like, no. First of all, I just moved into my apartment. I didn't even have a couch. And also, I had plans with my homegirls. Why am I canceling to be a host of a hostel? Absolutely the fuck not. I tell this man no, and he goes off on me. He's like, that's crazy. Because if you was in New York, I would do it for you. You showing your true colors right now. I was like, oh, this man is fucking crazy. He's fucking insane. He's fucking insane. He's literally going off on me. He's guilt tripping me about how, like, that's fucked up of me. I'm not a good person, blah, blah, blah. He thought he was fucking with a real one. Well, I'm not. I'm a fake one. I'll be the fake bitch tonight. I mean, I'm like, you know what? Tomato, fucking tomato. We don't got no fucking solution. So what about food? Let's go get food and we'll think about it then. This man gonna be like, well, I already ate, so. You fucking bum. How you ate and your cards are frozen? You lying ass sucker. Follows me. We get downstairs. I think I'm running out of time. Catch me in part 2.
Oh my
you
God.
were wearing that for other people to be able to see you, because let's be clear, you're trying to impress only one person. It looked to me like you were trying to impress a whole room with you yelling and carrying on, wearing what you were wearing. Like you succeeded. I'm sure you got a lot of attention. I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving forward.
Okay, and that's so okay. No, I actually don't think there is a moving forward. To be so real with you, this attitude that you're giving right now is not the kind of man that I would want to date. So we can just.
Or is it me being truthful?
No, I think there's a way that you can deliver information that isn't the way that you're delivering it, and clearly, like, it didn't work out. So you could have just said, "Hey, I had fun. I don't think it's a match. Like, best of luck. Wish you no ill will." I
had a good time. I had a good time. I just don't think that you were doing things that me in the future would, want to continue to happen. So I'm telling you now, these are the things I want you to fix.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's where you got me messed up, because there's nothing that I did that I need to fix. I am who I am, and so you can actually just stop the car right now. I can get a ride.
But I'm already driving, so
just don't want to spend the next 30 minutes in a car with you after that presentation.
Okay, but I'm also not going to drop you off wearing what you're wearing in the middle of the road for you.
Oh, okay. No, I actually no.
Seriously
No, seriously.
No. Hold on. Wait. Why?
What do you mean?
What are you tripping? I was communicating with you, dude. I was communicating with how I felt. I'm not saying that I want this to be done. I'm just telling you what you did wrong and how we can fix this moving on.
So you don't tell women what they do wrong on a first date. It just doesn't work out. And no, stop the car. I'm serious. That was actually.
You're seriously gonna leave right now? Wow.
Best of luck. Hope you find that conservative girl you're looking for.
All right, I'm just gonna pay for my bill with my card, and then you can pay for yours.
Okay, why the f are you being so fucking different? Just put this. Give me the card, and I'll give it to the waiter. It's not that difficult. Are you dumb? Are you broke? Listen, bitch. Pass the card on the table, and we won't have a problem.
And what if I don't?
Yeah, I just gotta take this call. Yeah, I just needed an excuse to leave this date. This guy's being really cringy and aggressive. So, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna use this excuse to like have a family emergency to go home. Thank you.
Story time. I went on a date with a very famous actor and it ended up being horrible. So we went out to eat at this really nice place in Miami, one of my faves. Everyone knows him. And I'm like, Lord have mercy, there's gonna be no type of discretion. It was like the entire time people were in our face, looking, turning, watching, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Anyway, we sit down, we have our table, we order food, and I don't even know how the conversation ended up here, but he starts talking about how he hates when girls wear Fashion Nova. Meanwhile, I'm wearing Fashion Nova. And I'm like, yo. So I'm too embarrassed at this point to even say anything. At the time, I work with Fashion Nova, like as an influencer. This is back before Instagram deleted my page, but whatever. I'm feeling really cute in my outfit, but I'm like, damn, sir. So we keep talking, we keep eating. The food was so damn good. I'm trying not to eat everything because I can eat a lot and I definitely am a plate clearer, but my outfit was really tight and like a light color, kind of like a stretchy material, where I was like, yo, if we do anything after this, I'm gonna look pregnant if I keep eating. So I slow down. So we start talking about family and his family dynamics and my family dynamics, and don't know again how this comes up, but I'm talking about my father and how we don't have a relationship, blah blah blah. How about this man starts telling me that I need to find a way for my father and I to be cool again. Sir, do you know this man? Do you know any of the reasons why we are not cool? Do you understand that there could be so many reasons, like he raped me, dropped the G, that we're not cool? Which he didn't, but either way, there could be a multitude of reasons that I'm not with him. And he was just like, oh, a lot of times people's moms don't tell you the whole story of what goes on with your dad, and then before you know it, you have animosity for him and it's not even real. And I'm like, it's crazy to me that men will literally defend other men that they do not know whatsoever off of the strength of what's happened in their current life. So I'm just drinking more. I'm like, Lord have mercy, what is this date? And he is a little older than me, so he has that, like, I know what I'm talking about, like, slightly condescending manner that I can't stand. So I'm hitting him with a, shake your head, Jess, shake your head. Because if I say how I really feel, I'm gonna flip this table and dip. So I'm just like, stay pleasant, just get through this evening. And then it gets worse. I don't know how we end up here, but we start talking about Rihanna. This man starts telling me how much he loves Rihanna, how much he wishes he could date Rihanna, how much he would just do anything for her, how he's like a super fan and all this shit. And I'm like, bruh, who doesn't want to date Rihanna? She's a baddie, she's beautiful, she's from the islands. You done know all how the thing go. But can we not do that right now? Bruh. When I tell you this man went into strict and very definitive detail about Rihanna's appearance, about how classy she is, about how he felt like he would just suck her toes and just, it was insane. I knew I would never see him again after the date. I was like, yeah, this is dead. Like, we're never doing this shit again. I said to myself, it's so funny that a lot of women will think that dating men with status and dating these famous men is just gonna make life easier, when they don't realize that a lot of the times, not saying always, but a lot of the times when men have clout or they have money or they have some kind of status, they have their own crap going on in the background that you're probably going to find out about, and they just make it really hard to deal with. And they're not willing to see their own crap because in their mind they're perfect and they're a catch and you should be lucky to be here. But yeah, I never saw bro again. -10 out of 10 would not recommend.